The episode kicks off with Titan meeting Machine Head in what starts as a calm conversation but quickly turns tense. Machine Head drops a huge reveal: Mr. Liu is still alive. After everything that happened, Liu somehow survived, and now he's coming back for revenge. Machine Head warns Titan that he's in serious danger and offers him protection by joining the Order, a powerful criminal group that protects its members. But Titan refuses. He built his territory from nothing, and he's not about to give it up. Machine Head leaves him with a warning: Liu is coming, and next time Titan might not survive. Later, Titan tries to enjoy a peaceful moment with his wife Vanessa and their daughter Fiona, but that peace doesn't last long. Magnetak, one of Liu's enforcers, shows up and attacks. Titan tells his family to run and throws himself into the fight. He gets overwhelmed at first, but once his family is in danger, something switches in him. He fights back harder and ends up killing Magnetak. That attack proves one thing: Liu has officially started his revenge. Knowing he can't wait around, Titan decides to strike first. He tracks down Liu's location, but instead of going alone, he reluctantly teams up with Oliver, who insists on helping even though he's clearly inexperienced. When they finally face Mr. Liu, he transforms into his massive dragon form, and the fight gets intense fast. Oliver quickly realizes they're outmatched. Luckily, Mark shows up just in time. Together, Mark and Oliver manage to overpower Liu, and it looks like they're about to finish him, but Oliver stops Mark at the last second. He doesn't want another unnecessary death. That hesitation gives Liu the chance to escape. Right after that, Mark turns on Titan, furious that he put Oliver in danger. Oliver steps in and tells Mark to calm down. In the end, Titan makes a tough call. To protect his family, he agrees to join the Order, the same group he refused earlier. At Machine Head's gathering, Titan is officially welcomed in, and then comes the twist: Mr. Liu is there too. At the same time, Mark is going through it emotionally. Cecil and Donald talk about him, and Cecil is seriously worried. Mark's recent actions have been getting more extreme, almost killing Engstrom, going all out against Conquest, and now killing Russ to stop the Segwits. To Cecil, this isn't just a one-time thing, it's a pattern. Donald tries to defend Mark, saying he's been through a lot and is just doing what he thinks is right, but Cecil believes that trauma is pushing Mark in a dangerous direction. Meanwhile, Mark is clearly struggling. He's dealing with a lot of guilt and emotional stress after everything he's done. He even calls Eve, leaving her a message because he just needs someone to talk to. Later, Mark meets with Cecil, expecting to get called out, but instead Cecil surprises him. He says Mark made the right call killing Russ. The Segwits had to be stopped. But then Cecil flips it. He explains that even if the decision was necessary, it's still dangerous for Mark to be the one making those calls on his own. Those kinds of choices change people. Cecil admits that's why he takes on that burden himself, so heroes like Mark don't have to. Mark pushes back, saying he's not a kid anymore, but Cecil reminds him of the reality. Mark is the most powerful person on Earth, and that makes him dangerous. While all of this is happening, Eve is dealing with her own crisis. She's practicing with her powers, but something is clearly wrong. Every time she tries to create something, it falls apart into this unstable goo. When she finally opens up to Mark, she explains what's happening. She manipulates atoms, but now she can't hold them together anymore. Everything she makes just breaks down. She's even scared to fly. Mark tries to comfort her and suggests they find help, but it's obvious she's really shaken. Later that night, things get even more serious. Mark checks on her while she's in the bathroom, and she tells him she'll come back to bed soon, and when she's alone, we see what she's hiding: a positive pregnancy test. Over at the Guardian's base, the team is still arguing about Mark's decision to kill Russ. Some of them think it was necessary to stop the Segwits from taking over Earth. Others believe there had to be another way. Then things take a terrifying turn. While in the showers, Rex suddenly starts choking and throwing up. Out of nowhere, a Segwit bursts out of his body. That's when it hits them. The threat was never fully gone. The Segwits can hide inside hosts without anyone knowing. Rex barely survives thanks to Monster Girl, who kills the creature before it can attack again. The moment changes everything. Rex realizes they're not equally defeating these threats, they're just slowing them down. And every time they come back, they're worse, which leads to a scary thought: maybe Mark was right to go that far. At the same time, Earth gets hit with another invasion, this time by the Flaxens. Because time moves faster in their dimension, they've had way more time to prepare since their last defeat. Now they're back in huge numbers, capturing civilians and causing chaos. The Guardians jump into action. Their mission is to rescue the prisoners and destroy the emitter that allows the Flaxens to survive on Earth. Robot figures out that the emitter is hidden inside the enemy base. Ignoring Cecil's direct orders, he goes in alone to destroy it from within. The plan actually works. The emitter is destroyed and the Flaxens start aging rapidly. The invasion collapses. But Robot doesn't stop there. Instead of coming back, he and Monster Girl decide to go through the portal into the Flaxen dimension to end the threat for good. Cecil orders them to stand down, but they ignore him. The portal closes behind them. They're now stuck in the Flaxen world. Back home, Debbie talks with Oliver, who's starting to notice how much Mark has changed. He's not the same anymore. He's angrier, more distant, and clearly struggling. Debbie doesn't deny it. They've all been through too much, too fast. But she reminds Oliver of something important. You can't stop people from changing. All you can do is be there for them.